because their opinion isn't bought by outside sources. Okay? That is a big, big deal when you're talking about dark money, you're talking about things of that nature, of where are you actually getting your information source. You know, Miss McLaughlin, you know the families here at WCGL, you know these people have been in the community for ages. So please do business with the Florida Star. Put your ad in the Florida Star. Demand that your favorite businesses carry the weekly edition. It's only like $80 to get 2 years subscription online. So please consider thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com.
Now, I'm so Duval, I'm so old. So the actual founder of the Florida Star was Eric O. Simpson.
Okay.
And so I remember Mr. Simpson and his wife, and of course I knew Clara also. And because she went to Howard, of course, I tried to do business with her on a number of occasions and did. But anyway, I am a big supporter of independent Black-owned media because we have to tell our story.
Definitely. It is so important. I mean, of course, we hear the discussion about CNN, you hear the discussions about MSNBC, and who's the last one? Fox. It's always those three. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of only going to those three sources? When you like an outside perspective, when you like a different opinion?
I would love our perspective, our opinion. So the thing about it is that if you don't support, it can't go out. That's the main thing. People always talking about we want to grow stuff until it's time to spend our money. Come on, that's barely a cup of coffee for 2 years.
That's true.
So please subscribe to the Florida Star and help us grow because we really need you guys to support.
All right. And you know what? Let me digress for a second. I told the children I would shout them out. Hello, Janae. Hello, Faith. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Samantha. Hello, Barbara. I hope you guys haven't torn the house up. Please make sure you put all the trash in the receptacle and flush the toilet.
I was scared you was about to name one more.
You all have children. I love you all very much. I know the show, they say the show is boring, Eldridge.
You said the show is boring.
The kids, they stay at home and watch the show.
No! LJ Holloway is here. Baby, let me go. Don't make me play my song to liven it up. Look, go to YouTube and look up LJ Holloway campaign song. Look, I got a good song. Man, we gotta liven this thing up so the kids don't call the show boring.
The kids call it boring because
how dare you call the show boring?
We're not talking.
Always like y'all are just talking.
Okay, look, we better go and play some music for them so they can hear a good song.
My goodness. So, guys, just to liven things up a bit, it's Thursday night. Thursday nights can be really hot. Please be safe still. There's another variant coming around. I know you guys remember about a year ago, I just started co-hosting with Nick Sean, and we were talking about COVID. So please continue to wash your hands. Please continue to cover your face if you have not been vaccinated, if you're not being safe. Okay, think about all these things. It's still happening. It's still out there. We all want to see the other side of this. This is the event rundown brought to you by the Ritz. If you are prepared to go outside, though, there's a lot of stuff going on. This weekend, we have 2 events at the Ritz. The next up, which is local artists coming through, some rappers. They're doing some covers, and then they're doing some of their original stuff. So it should be a great night. $10 ticket. Really cute little date night for some young folks. And then on the 9th, we have Lisa Fisher. Miss, she's done backup.
Yeah, for Luther Vandross.
Yeah, for a lot of people, So please come out, and she'll be singing a few songs with the Ritz Voices as well. So that's going to be a really fun time.
And what's the date of that show?
That's going to be on the 9th. I got some tickets. I got it. You know how we do. Besides that, tonight is River Jams. Okay, out on the riverfront, they had a little bit of a delay that should be going on right now. So if you're leaving that area, it's definitely busy. Be safe. Like I also said, Justin Bieber is at the arena. Okay, we're believers. And this weekend is UFC, guys. So if you have, a couple of thousand to drop on some sweets, I heard there's still some sweets available for UFC this weekend.
I gotta see if the Nigerian Nightmare is fighting so I can watch the main card. I have to.
It should be a good time regardless. Besides that, This River Jam concert series is free. This one here, the headliner tonight was the Spin Doctors. The headliner on the 14th will be Boys to Men. So you know it's going to be absolutely lit. You know what? Just listen to us on the car right there, please. The Market for Makers is coming up on the 9th and the 10th at the Glass Factory. It's a really unique market. It's people that make all their items, so it's not just kind of bought and resold. That's why there's a little ticket price, but it's really interesting, a great place to get gifts, prepare for the spring. And Bourbon and Brisket is happening at Strings on the 9th. There's going to be some briskets.
So we going right.
It's a fundraiser.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. For restaurant and distilleries in the area, there'll be an auction, a sommelier, and it's raising awareness about food insecurity and financial support for the Feeding Northeast Florida's work to provide healthy food and resources for the nearly, get it, you know these numbers, 240,000 individuals in this community experiencing food insecurity. You may have been one of these people at one point in time, right? And it's important that we support Feeding Northeast Florida. They also have different arms that go into churches. So
Yes, and shout out to Household of Faith Church because they are one of them. They give out, I think, every Friday from 10 to 12. So yes, they are one of those arms.
Continue to support.
Yes, I mean there are a lot of faith-based organizations around the city that give food. Like my church is St. Paul AME, and we give money. I mean, not give money, but we give food out every fourth Thursday at 6910 New Kings Road. So that's St. Paul AME at 6910 New Kings Road. So I mean, look, you said you can go to Household of Faith on Friday, go to St. Paul on Thursday. So
it's important that there's different places.
It's important, you know, because maybe you may be off on Friday and not off on Thursday, or off on Thursday and not off on Friday. And the lines are long at all of these places because there are more than more than 250 families in this particular city who either live in food deserts or food insecure. But we won't get into the issues just now. This is your show. I'm gonna be cool.
No worries.
I get excited.
No worries. This has been the Impact Radio Show. DJ Will, we're ready for a break. Thank you guys for tuning in. DJ Will is the best in the business.
I can't see him. But I know he's been here a while. I've been here on other shows, and he's there, and he's always laid back, and he'll say much, but...
We're still live on YouTube, so if you want to shout any of your handles or anything.
Oh, yes, by all means. Please follow me on social media handle LJ4 Congress. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Again, that's LJ4 Congress. My name is LaShonda LJ Holloway, and I'm a candidate to represent the people of the 5th Congressional District. Again, that's LJ4 Congress. I hope that you guys follow me and tell us about the show.
Yeah, her feed is usually really good, really informative. So enjoy that, guys.
So today, of course, so much is going on, and it's almost.
Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star, guys. How was your Thursday? The line is open, 904-766-9285. You can call him. CJ, how's your Thursday?
It's actually been a pretty good Thursday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and the youngest of them all got to run around to some libraries in the rain. You know, we got to have some fun stuff as she read to the same over and over again.
That's all right. The Highlands Library, the Children's Library is new now.
Yes.
So if you haven't been in a while, please go check it out. You know, I love a library. So I'm going to shout out the libraries as many times as I can. But go check out the Highlands.
And I just left a book signing at the library. Yeah.
Okay.
Opal and Nev. Yes.
What's up, guys? This is the Impact Radio Show. Before we get too deep, make sure you are doing business with the Florida Star. Check us out at thefloridastar.com. There's an Instagram page. I'm going to be shooting the show over there, so we'll be double dipping on some views. And there's always some new news. If you have some news, you can submit your stories. You know, you guys can always reach out to me, and I could submit your stories, or we can do a little write-up. I used to be the front page queen when I was on furlough. I was really like every other week or so. So please, guys, hit me up. Let's do this. Let's keep it in the family, as they say. Right?
We should. Yeah,
absolutely. We should. But back on topic, we were discussing Feeding North East Florida and food insecurity in the area. And I know that you have done, on the flip side, some diaper drives in the area, and then specifically in the urban core. Can you tell me about some of those things that you've been doing for the community?
Absolutely. Of course, as you have alluded to, I do the diaper drives, and it's just unfortunate that, you know, there are not a lot of there's not a fair living wage in the urban core for a lot of families. And to see families having to purchase diapers as loosies, that is very heartbreaking to see someone come with $5 to buy 2 diapers, you know. And if you haven't had children in a while, or if you are, you know, as they would say, struggling, or you are fighting to survive, look, if you have to make a decision between diapers for your child or paying your rent, a mother typically would make the decision to buy the diapers as opposed to paying the rent. And so we see that there are a lot of people who, we talk about food insecurity, but there are a lot of people who are unhoused in this community. And you see more and more women who are unhoused in this community. So we started doing the diaper drive in response to the number of families who cannot afford something as simple as diapers and wipes. And, you know, children can't help the circumstances they're born into. Although there are a lot of lawmakers and legislators who want to make poverty a crime, look, it shouldn't be. You should pay people a fair living wage so that they can afford to not only have a home, but be able to afford diapers.
Right.
So we are going to have another diaper drive.
Yay!
Yes. The next diaper drive is going to be held on April 23rd.
Okay.
And that's a Saturday at 9 a.m. And we typically do them from 9 to 11. And we typically run out. In the past, we collected not only diapers for babies, but also for seniors. But I find in order for seniors to keep their dignity, they typically don't come and pick up the diapers, if you will, or Depends, or incontinent pants. So the reality is we're just going to focus on wipes and diapers. So for those persons who like to make a donation and donate diapers or wipes, they can give us a call. Please, ma'am, please, sir. Please call us on area code 904-300-5677. Again, that number is 904-300-5677. That's 35677 for diapers, any sizes, or wipes, preferably unscented, because some children, of course, are allergic to the dyes or the perfumes that are in the scented wipes. But we do that to help people in the community who are insecure. You know, we talked about food, as I said, but there are some people who are just financially insecure.
Right.
And we want to be able to help people have dignity and not have to make a decision between rent or utilities, and help them get their basics for children, for babies.
Most definitely. I mean, there's a lot of petitions going around about housing insecurity. I mean, there's just so many things to focus on. I know we started the broadcast so elated, okay? Yes. And I'm still happy.
And you should be.
And we're still on cloud 9, but that does not mean that the work has stopped. Okay?
The work has not stopped. And that's one of the reasons why I am running to represent the people of the 5th Congressional District, because in a country as rich as ours, people should not be home insecure. You know, we need affordable housing. People should have access to health care. Even in this state alone, we should expand Medicaid. We should make sure that we have Social Security expanded. If people pay into Social Security, look, they should be able to retire with dignity and know that they can retire with a and adequate Social Security. And not have to worry about whether or not they will have enough Social Security to survive. But we have people who are worried about that. You see lots of people who are retired, who are over 70, who are returning to the workforce because they are insecure.
Really
More
sad.
importantly, we talk about affordable housing. I had a senior to call me because her rent has gone up $600 within a 2-year period during the pandemic. And she was on a fixed income. She has her pension and her Social Security. So $600, she can't afford to live anymore. I mean, before she was making decisions on whether or not to buy a prescription or to make the rent. And so we hear those stories all the time. But can you imagine being 70, having to consider moving? You know how tiring moving is?
I don't know.
And you know how much you can accumulate over 7 years. Right. So that's a real reality, not just for young people. I mean, and so we talk about young people, we won't even start talking about canceling student debt. There are 43 million people in this country who cannot afford to buy a house because they have student loan payments. So we definitely need to cancel student debt. So we have lots of issues in this country, but I'm running because what we need is to have people who understand and love the people, not profit, because that's what's happening. You see people are being forced out of their homes because of profits. I don't begrudge anybody who wants to make a profit and who are in business. But we need to have legal protections for the least of these. We need legal protections for the least of these. And that's what a good lawmaker does. A good lawmaker does not divide people based upon race. Because when you talk about SB1, they're divided based on race. You talk about HB1, divided because of race. When you talk about SB 90, divided because of race. When you talk about CRT, divided because of race. And so we know that united we stand, right? And my campaign slogan is united we win, because we need lawmakers who genuinely care about
Say that one more time. United we what?
United we win. Yes, absolutely. United we win. And that's also my hashtag, United we win. Of course, we have LJ Holloway for Congress as a hashtag, but United we win is a hashtag because I wholeheartedly believe that united we win. So we have to not only have people engage in the process, but we also need people who love people and who care about the people. And if you take care of the least of these, then everybody else will come up.
Most definitely, guys, this is a uniting thread, right? We're talking about supporting the Florida Thought. We're talking about supporting Victory Station. We're talking about supporting your community by volunteering, going out to fundraisers. It's important that we all support one another because I can't make it without you. I don't exist without you. I need you to survive. Okay? We need each other.
I ain't gonna say it too much. You do not own the rights.
We don't own the rights to that.
And I can't say that.
But it's important that we work together so we can continue to see these beautiful milestones that we're, supporting on a federal level. It's important that we're continuing to open our eyes to things in the community. I can't tell you how many people have asked me about African culture and African travel since, the post-pandemic. And it's an interesting conversation that I'm having with people. So I'm available, and we at the Impact Radio Show are available, and we're open, and we're interested in hearing your stories because it impacts us and because it touches each other in a different way. I know one afternoon we were talking about a friend of mine's business, and her grandmother called her immediately. Her business on this show. So these little touch points, WCGL is FM, AM radio station that has been around for a very long time.
Yes,
okay, and it's impacted a lot of businesses, a lot of people in the community. And if you think about how you've learned from this radio station, or how you've learned from the Florida Star, or how you've been impacted at the Ritz Theater before, or how you've volunteered before, think about how it made you feel. Remember that thought. This is how we are supposed to live. This is how we thrive. This is how we move forward, supporting each other. Just passing that same $5 around.
That's right.
And before we go to break, LJ, is there, can you throw all your hashtags around and give us that date for that diaper drive one more time if you can?
Sure, absolutely. The diaper drive will be held on Saturday, April 23rd at 9 a.m. Again, that's Saturday, April 23rd at 9 a.m. And we are behind the Church of God in Christ in the driveway and the alley. People line up in the alley and they come to the driveway of the church on the corner of 8th and Main. That's on the corner of 8th and Main. And it is Saturday, April 23rd at 9 a.m. And my hashtag is LJ Holloway for Congress and United We Win. That's hashtag UNITEDWE Win. United We Win and LJ Holloway for Congress.
Yes, and we thank you for stopping by, and we are about to take our last break, and we will be back with the rest of the show. This has been the Impact Radio Show.
Thank you, DJ Well. Woo! Yeah, he does a little moment. That's it. You can finish out the show.
What, 20 minutes?
That's it. It's a 30-minute show. 9 o'clock. And he's gonna cut us off a minute.
I ain't getting a chance to say for a better day about LJ
You
Holloway.
can do that. Come on, CJ. Do this. Do the moment.
Okay.
You can do that with CJ.
CJ.
My moment will be real quick, I promise you.
Bring it all in. Bring it all. Tell them all about themselves. Okay. You know what's been going on this week. You know,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Impact Radio Show, brought to you by the Florida Star. I am your African gentleman, Reverend Carl Frederick, here with your impactful moment. We have had a lot to celebrate from Miss Jackson getting in the office. We got Miss LJ Holloway here talking about a diaper drive and moving into the community. And ladies and gentlemen, if I had to tell you anything that is impacting me, I am realizing that even though we have a great harvest out there, there are very few laborers. The harvest is great, but the laborers are few. But you know what the great part about that is that there is a harvest to go and get. You have a purpose. There is nothing out there that is in your mind and in your heart that you don't, that you have a heart to do that is not a need of. Come on, she is out here talking about giving away diapers. We were at that other diaper drive, yes, and literally stopping people, and they were almost like they free, like for real free, like for free, and was like on two wheels busting U-bones, standing out there writing free on boxes, letting people know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know, if you have something in your heart, follow your leaders. She's out here with a great leadership message. United, we win. If we're divided, we already know we're gonna fall. So we've got to be united to win. You had one more word that you had to say before we got out of here, LJ.
Yes, and so I plan to take that same leadership to Congress. And so I would hope that on August 23rd, those persons who are listening, that they would not only go and cast their vote, but to cast their vote for LJ Holloway. Not only LJ Holloway, my given name is LaShonda. So I would hope that you would vote LaShonda LJ Holloway for a better day.
And like I said, I am also trying to start an initiative myself where we try to connect, our congregations back to the community. But Kingdom Builders will be out there on that diaper drive, so y'all will see our face out there building the kingdom with Miss LJ Holloway.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm doing all right. I'm ready to shout out handles. I am at do_and_talk.
Did you take your 3-second deep breath?
No, I did not.
You got to do it.
Y'all know where to find me. I'm the African lady with all the children. And my hair is bald. Yeah, my head's shaved now. So
it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
You can't hide your face no more now. Now we
Shout out your handle, CJ. Let's go.
Yeah, but then ladies gotta walk in all your glory, be grown and own it.
Right. Sunshine. Anyway, I am your African gentleman. You can find me on Instagram at African_gentleman13 and on Facebook at Carl Frederick and also African Gentleman. How can we find you again, Miss Ellen?
You can find me on the World Wide Web at ljhollowayforcongress.com. You can also find me on social media at Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at LJ4Congress. That's LJ4Congress. So you can find me again on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's been a pleasure being here, and I hope that we will continue to support one another and that this group will see us at the diaper drive on April 23rd at 9 a.m.
Oh, one last shout out to the kids. Y'all should be using the bathroom. Don't eat nothing out. The kitchen is closed. We also want to thank our presenting sponsor, the Florida Star. We want to thank WCGL and the staff here. And we also would like to thank the Ritz Theater and Museum, Do and Talk, Hollywood Productions, Powerful Productions, Crumpet for Success, the Rockin' African Lady, African Gentleman. Thank you. You watch the show. And the Rockin' Waffle Cafe.
That's what I couldn't get out. That's what I was
Rockin' Waffle Cafe.
Yes. We want to shout everybody out. Tell them thank you. Thank you, DJ Will, for playing us out. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
And we will now return to your regularly scheduled gospel music.
That's it, y'all.
We need a new theme song. We need a new.
Y'all better call us in.